Hi students, my name is Mrs. Compton and I'm going to be guiding you through how to log in for your MDTP assessment, and I'm also going to give you the instructions for how to take the assessment. All right, so the first thing you'll need to do is put this URL into your internet browser. Make sure you're using a Chromebook or a computer. Do not take this assessment on an iPad. Okay, after you put this website in, you will click on Students and then enter your test code that your teacher has given to you. The test code is the same for the entire class. All right, this is what it would look like. This is a sample test code, and you'd hit Submit here. Then it's going to take you to a page that looks like this over here. You'll still see that you are selected under student with the test code, but now you'll see your teacher and the class that you're in. You need to put your first name and last name exactly as it appears on your student ID card or the strip of paper that your teacher has given to you. You will also need to enter your enrollment ID. Heads up, if you have a last name that has a space or you have a name with an apostrophe, you must type it exactly as it shows up and it must match. Okay? All right, so here are the instructions. As you get your next page, this is what it's going to look like. This is going to pop up. It says calculators are not recommended. We are not going to be using calculators if it says calculators are not recommended. All right, so here are the instructions. You're going to wait for your teacher to instruct you to begin, and then you're going to make sure that you have your scratch paper and that you work out each problem on scratch paper and select the best response. At the end of the assessment, scratch paper must be turned in, and then I want to make sure that you all understand this one. If you do not know the answer to a question, do not guess. Usually we say guess, use an educated guess. In this assessment, if you are not sure of the answer, do not guess, leave it blank, and go on. Number 5, skip questions that you are spending too much time answering. You may return to the skipped items at any time during the test. However, if you still don't know the answer to the question, leave it blank. Okay, you do not have to complete it to turn in the assessment. Okay, this is what the assessment page looks like. You can see up here, you have a list of numbers, and over in the corner, it's going to tell you how many questions are on the assessment. In this case, there are 40 questions. You can see all the green circles mean that the question has been answered, and the orange or red circles mean the question has been skipped, so you can go back to those later. And then this blue one means the question just hasn't been seen. And then you'll hit next or previous, whatever your choice is. And this is, again, what it looks like without all of the red all over the page. Your question would be here. Your answer choice is here. Okay, this is a close-up view. These have been completed. These have been skipped. These have not been seen. All right, when you are ready to finish the test, let's say you have your answered questions. It will be normal if you have some skipped questions up here if you did not know the answer, so that should be okay, right? So you have your answered questions, your skipped questions, but you should have seen all of the questions. Okay, now when you are done and you're ready to turn this in, you will click Finish and then Save and Exit. If you are not done and you need to return back to this assessment on another day, you need to click Save and Exit. Do not click Finish. Okay, so let's make sure we have an understanding here. If your assessment says no, calculator not recommended, you are not using a calculator, you can and should use scratch paper. You should not guess on this assessment. And you should turn in your scratch paper at the end of the assessment. All right, students, it's up to you. It's time for you to take the assessment. I'll see you next time. Bye.